Yo, what's going on, beautiful people? What's happening, beautiful people? Let's get set up. But yeah, we should be good. We should be good. We was having technical difficulties this morning, but we good now. What up, Brody? What up, Brody? What's happening? Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. What's poppin'? What's poppin', family? What is happening? We're gonna let that room fill up. We're gonna let that room fill up, and then we're gonna get going. We're gonna get going. I want you guys to notice how yesterday we projected NASDAQ to kind of creep up here to the zone. Look how she creeping up to the zone. Look how she creeping up to the zone. So she finna literally come down here like I said. Slingshot up here. And then we should get us a good drop on it. We should get a good drop on it. Happy Thanksgiving. What's happening? Supreme Risings. Supreme Risings. Oh, let me get off. Let me shake it off. Man, time be flying by when you're like on that time difference. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Best of days of all. Let's go check the market out. Check the market out. Gold kept that trend. Look at that. She kept that trend. She kept that trend. So you could have just took that trend line bounces all day yesterday. Bing, 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 and just won from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could have hit it 6 times. You could have hit it 6 times. See a lot of y'all. Isabella, what up, Isabel? What's happening? Everybody give Bella some love. Isabel some love. She signed up yesterday. So she's a part of the OBG family now. What's up, Isabel? What's happening? Boom. 4238, 4200. Got news today? What we got today? 26. Oh, we got more red folders, yellow folders, orange folders. Unemployment claims are happening today. So if you're brand new, here's some sites that you're going to need. Number 1, you're going to need tradingview.com. Isabella, make sure you put these in your browser. Make sure you save them. You're going to need tradingview.com. Normally you can do a free account, but they'll consistently try to sell you a basic account. So I always tell people eventually you're just gonna have to get the basic account to avoid all of the pop-ups. But this is totally free. You can literally just exit out of those pop-ups every time and literally just choose to keep going. But what that does it doesn't allow you to save markup. So you would have to remark up your charts every time, which is nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, when you're gonna want to start saving zones and keeping zones and like recording, like keeping track, that's where you're gonna need that actual tool to save markups. How I have US 30 still marked up, how I have NASDAQ still marked up, like that. You're gonna need that. Look at that. Get on up there. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, boom. She's gonna come. She's gonna come. Let's go find some money on gold. It's gonna be a short Wick talk this morning. It's gonna be a short Wick talk. We're gonna go over the basics of the basics, why you need TradingView. TradingView is the reason why we're able to have access to the market, because we watch TradingView. TradingView mimics the market directly, meaning it mimics it live. So you have time frames on TradingView. You have your monthly, your 12 months, your weekly, your daily, your 6 hours, 4 hours, all the way down to 1 minute. Now what that means, if I'm on a daily chart, Isabel, every candle represents 24 hours. Here's a daily candle, and if you look all the way to your right, right up under my photo, and you'll see this little highlighted green bar. You can zoom in on it, and you will see the little time that is left in this daily candle, which is 9 hours and 51 minutes and 4 seconds. That's how much left in this daily candle. And what you're also going to notice for an advanced individual, you do not see any rejection off of this daily candle. There's very little wick here and a very little wick there. So that means you go to the previously daily low, which is here. Boom. Because this candles represent yesterday. If each candle represents a day, this candle represents the day before yesterday. You see, so this is Monday, this is Tuesday, this is today, you see, this is Sunday, well, Friday, you see, like that. That's how the charts work. So when I go, what was yesterday's low, and I see it right here, I would even bring it down a little bit more to get more accuracy. We'll go 4,100. No, let's go right here. Boop, right there. I'll take a 4,109. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. 211, 208. So we're at 4168. So that means we would have to see a nice little drop on a 4 hour. Oh yeah. If we get some crazy news, yeah, she's sitting right there in the middle. So we're gonna go. Here's the zone. So Isabella, when you see me literally marking up charts like this and putting these type of zones, the red box, that means you will sell from here. That's exactly what that means. You would just press the red button on your platform. $41.11. Buy out. That's it. 42.11 to 42.08 would be your 30 pip sell zone. So meaning when you see price pull, like rise with green candles all the way up in here like this. Boom. She's gonna hit here, then she's gonna drop. And we should see a similar drop that we have over here. All right. You have a little bitty scalp drop right here. You have a nice drop right here. We should get some type of drop. It's right up in here like that, and then that's your projection. And then we got 4109. I believe she'll probably come to 4145 in open bail. So we're gonna do 4109 to 4112 just to be safe for people for Thanksgiving. So that's what an actual chart looks like when you say, all right, buy from here and sell from here. Boop. Put some ones in the chat if you understand. Put some ones in the chat if you understand. Is this for a buy or a sell? I'm explaining it as I go. I'm explaining it as I go. I'm explaining it as I go. So two things can happen, hitter. So if this is also the last leg of the W, and she is struggling right now, like to keep going up. She's like literally just like going right here. So yesterday we thought we was gonna get that 4,200. It literally just been stuck at 4150, 4160, 4170, and just growing in this little area. So you can see that she's going up in your stochastics, but you can also see there's a lot of sellers already starting to come in. So we'll just allow the market to breathe through news. We should get some rapid movement because it's the holidays coming up. You got Black Friday coming up, then you got the Santa run coming up, you know? So what I'm giving you right now is a full trend on gold, full trend line on gold right here that is played out all day yesterday. Boom. So we want to see the market literally just push up here and then drop back down and break that trend and break that trend. Open bell, I can almost guarantee you're gonna get zones right here in the middle. You're gonna get zones right there, 48, 45 like. These will be your zones you'll get literally for open bell. Like that. That's an open bell zone. And that would be a scalp zone because of this movement right here. You see that? That's a scalp zone right there. That's a scalp. Yeah, open bells are scalps. So open bell, you want to be in and out, but you want to move your stop loss and profit and just allow the market to just kind of like either come clip you out. And then if the leader tells you to get back in, then you just get back in. So, Isabel, if this looks like Greek to you, all you really truly need to understand is that I'm telling people to sell at the highest high of the day and buy at the lowest price of the day. You have your candle structure here. I have literally vetted you here. And when you go into Market Pro, you're going to understand what is a trend line. You're going to start doing like those courses. And then you're going to start understanding what is support, what is resistance, what is price actions, what is pips. Like you're going to learn the language. And like that's where you start learning the language. So when you're on my classes, this is like clear to your eyes of what I'm saying. So you don't have to know anything. But if you know how to follow and know how to play Adult Simon Says, you can listen to me, mark up your own charts on tradingview.com as I mark mine up. Save your zones. On the right hand side is where you can literally set alarms. You'll see the little plus sign. Let me see if I can move my photo. Let me move my photo down. Oh shit. Put a 1 in the chat if you see my photo move down. Put a 1 in the chat if my photo has moved down and you see the top. So if I'm over here down at the bottom now, let me know. What's happening? Supreme Rising, Supreme Risings. So right here on the side, this is where you're going to see price action. You have price action no matter what, no matter which pair you choose. You go to NASDAQ, the price is here. You go to US 30, the price is here. You always got price action. Look at the projection of US 30 and look at what happened. Look at what happened. I adjusted that zone yesterday and I put up last night, because I taught class last night. I taught class last night here in Las Vegas. And I saw a 281 to 250 on US 30. And look at that. I didn't even get to take it because it happened in the middle of the night. But look at that. I adjusted this last night in the Las Vegas class. And we're just waiting on it. The market was just sitting like this. And so it pushed up, dropped. And that's money. That's called shorting the market. That's called shorting the market. So that's something that I gave last night in the Las Vegas Academy trading, like in my little live trading session last night. And that is some pippage. Yeah, about 1,100 pips. It's about 1,100 pips. That's about 1,100 pips. But let's get it. So every time you want to find money in the market, Isabel, you start literally on the day. You can start on the week, and you start seeing what you see. You see, so if I start moving my alarms, can somebody please tell me what you see right here? Look at that. What is that looking like it's going to form? So when you see this motion right here, Isabel, this little check mark, you see this little check mark right here? Boom, boom. It looks like a little hook. Looks like a little Christmas hook. When you see this, I start projecting that the market will start going back down and forming a W. Because the market forms M's and W's all the time. And you can clearly see them in the market. Once they're actually there, you can see them. Boom. Here's one right here. It's ugly. There's an M. You see that? There's an M right there. That will literally turn into a W. You see this right here? Boom. M right here, W right here. Put some fire in the chat if you understand. Put some fire in the chat if you understand. That is the start of the W. So that is the start of a W. So what gives me confidence is when I start seeing this start coming back down here. So I'm like, yo, this is finna come down and make a double bottom. I personally never trade up in here because it's inconsistent. You have to guess that it's coming down here to make a W because it has not done it. I wait till it come down here and I go, yo, here's my W coming. So watch this. So as the market starts literally respecting structure, coming here, you can already see that it's literally losing steam right here. She should start heading back down to a very common area, and then she's gonna start pulling back up to where she came from. So what you wait on is this area right up in here. You see, because you got news and it's the day before Thanksgiving. So you want to take the lowest risk trade with the highest reward versus a high risk trade with a low reward because you got to be in and out because you don't know if it's coming all the way down here. So watch how we project it. Boom. Let's get to the day. You know, top of structure is here. So I got a nice little roof, little rejection on the daily. Boom. There's our daily rejection right here. Yesterday's floor, and let's go find somebody on the 4 hour. So Isabel, what I'm doing right now on US 30, which is the Dow Jones, I'm taking today's candle's high, which has showed me rejection, meaning this was a full green candle and now sellers are coming in, and that's why it looks like this. That's why it looks like an upside down T. That is also called a gravestone doji. A gravestone doji signifies that buyers are losing steam and sellers are coming in. Understand that. sellers are coming in. So I put in a line where I think sellers are coming in at, and I use that as a rejection from the daily price. So watch this. And you're gonna have to watch this video probably about 10 times for this to really like kind of like seek in. All right. Now let's go to the 4 hours. And now we look for the gaps. You got a slingshot right here. You got a slingshot in the 4 hour right there. This is what you probably see in open bail. Anything up in here. This is for the advance. That right there. Back up here, drop back down. Because you have a gap there. Trade the gaps. Here's the gaps. Here's the gap. You have to trade the gap. That's a small gap. So if the market kind of like goes back into it, let me get this guy out of here. If the market kind of like pulls back up here, I think it has to come down here before it pulls back up in here. Because that's like hella close. But we can probably get some scalping action from there. Boom, there it is. We can probably get some scalping action there. So let's type it out. 47,000 to, is that 285? 285. 47,000. Let's go to 65. Let's do a 200 pip zone. Let's do a 200 pip zone. Sell US 30. There she goes. We will sell from there. Boom. That's a sell zone, Isabella. So when the market wants, today we'll get on the call and we'll set up your account so you can start basically playing on liquid brokers, start understanding the mechanics of what do you mean by sell. So you see that little red button right there? You're gonna have that same thing on your broker. And you will just literally press that red button when the market gets up in here, like how when the market pulled in here, people just sold and that basically produced that red candle. So again, Market Pro will educate you on buying and selling in the market. Buying and selling in the market. So this is a really big drop down here. That's a lot of pippage. That's like a lot of pippage to come from. 47,265 to 285. That's like big. So again, you're going to get scalping in the middle for open bail, like right up in here. And then you're going to get a bigger move if it just like produces a big red candle. Then your best bet is to wait for this down here. They say, well, it's too far. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Get rid of all of the noise and place your money in position here and ride it back up. You see? Because she can jump from here. There's 2 areas she can jump from right like today if she comes down here. But again, what she's doing is trying to complete the last leg of the W. You see that? So let me make sure I say that this US sale, this US 30 sale, let's put scalp sale. People know. Scalp sale means you're going to just be in and out. You're going to be in it real quick. And then I'll help guide you guys to like keep taking it and stuff like that. So I'll give you a bigger buy zone at 46,333. 46. Shout out my boy Marcus. 46, 333 to 46, 353, 200 pips. Let's go. Let's get the coordinates. Change the green. I got to sneeze. I got to sneeze. Sheesh. Sheesh. Perfect. There's your zones. There's your zones. How everybody doing? How everybody doing? Let me know. Let me know if you got any questions. Do you have a video to watch to set this up? On my phone, every is small. I can view it later. What do you mean? Do you have a video? You can go on my YouTube, bro, and you can rewatch any and everything that I produce. I have over 250,000 videos on my YouTube. Watch this. If you go to my videos, boom, my playlist, or if you just type in, to be honest, you can just type in Wick Talk. Boom. You go into, you got mindsets, you got 127 videos plus videos right here. If you just go to educational purpose, you'll get an onslaught of videos right here. Look at me. Don't mind the antics. Don't mind the antics. Let's go back to my music. Let's go back to my music. So you got all of that over there. You type in Wick Talk, you're gonna get everything. Let's go NASDAQ. NASDAQ, I still like. Like I told y'all, I'm personally waiting for the zones where I got all of these arrows. Y'all see these arrows? All of these arrows lets me know that this was an area that the market dropped from. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. So if this is the 7th time it hit, I'm willing to take it, but what I'm not willing to do is to go heavy right here, because it could break through, because it's the 7th time it hit it. So if it comes back up from a slingshot, she's gonna have more buying power from this trend line. Once again, let me show you. She's gonna have more buying power from this trend line, which is gonna be right up in here. So let me see if I can find us a quick slingshot buy. 86. Yeah, right here. Right here. So I got 25,013 to 24,988. That's a slingshot buy. Let's do that. 25,013 to 24,983. 6. Slingshot buy right here. If we get this buy from here, I probably make this sale like if it depends on how this candle reverses back up right here, like right up in this projection right here, because I have it coming like this down in here, shooting back up here, and then ultimately dropping. So depending on how it shoots from here with news or whatever whatsoever, depending on how it shoots from here, whether we're going to keep this sale right here, because it might just blast through it and just start basically coming up here. It might just start blasting through it and coming up here. That's for sure. Oh, I appreciate you. Kind-hearted. I appreciate you. Perfect. Brody. Yeah, so I like this little slingshot area right here. We might see her pretty soon. Because it's 4:34 in the morning, Vegas time. Yeah. She might creep her way on down there. That's the 1 hour setup. So look at the 15. Yeah, the 15 got to she got to drop a little bit. You got 10 minutes. So you got NASDAQ, you got Dirty 30. You got big zones on NASDAQ because of the way it's moving right now. I believe she will reject from up here. That's what she normally does. But I believe we get us a buy right up in here because she's going up. Overall, she's going up. Trend line rejection, slingshot. It has all the potential to literally fly up. So therefore, we buy here. It's worth the risk right up in here to try it, and then take her back up and then estimate if you want to take the sell or not. Because clearly she's not making a proper W. You see, clearly she's not making a W. She's going all the way up. Look, boom. She was supposed to kind of like drop from like right up in here. Like right here, she was supposed to come back down here. But she came all the way like this, you see? So now you just get the trend. Now you just get this solid trend going like that. So what is a trend? When the market is moving in a certain direction, Isabel, and it's consistently respecting an area. So when you start looking past all of this stuff, let me show you on, say, Bitcoin. Let's clear Bitcoin. You see that trend? That trend is going down. That's a downtrend. Boom. That's called a downtrend. For each trend to be considered a trend, the area must hit the trend at least 3 times in the past to consider it a go. So if I basically mark this up and I go, yo, here's once, here's twice. Let me get in there so you can see it. 1 time it hits, 2 times it hit, 3 times it came, and she dropped. So I go 1, I like, 2, I like, 3, confirm, 4, I take it. Boom. You trade it right there. And if you look at that trade, if you just took that trend line rejection, you would have sold here, and the market is right here right now. And if she breaks down up in here, you don't start buying on US 30 unless she comes down here. I mean, Bitcoin comes down to that 80 range and then breaks this trend. When I look at the daily, I go, yo, I believe Bitcoin is going to come to the EMA 200 on the weekly. I think it's on the weekly. Yeah, on the weekly. You see that? I believe she's going to come here. I believe she's going to try to shoot down here So I'll be buying at 65. I'll be buying at 65. If she gets to 65, 20,000 more points down, oh, we're buying her. We're buying her. That's for sure. And we're buying and holding it. We're buying and holding it. Holding it all the way back up to 150, 200, like that. Also, there you go, Brody. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you do what you need to do to make the live irrelevant in the actual algorithm so people can easily find it, because it's hard to find some real good information in the foreign exchange market. It's hard to find someone really truly teaching individuals the basics of the basics, all the way up to advanced, all at the same time, live in the market, while watching comments, while literally creating energy in the markets so everybody can try to understand exactly what we're looking at, exactly what we're doing, and how we're doing it, and what are our projections for the day. You see? So yeah, first thing first, you need tradingview.com. Second website on your browser you need to save, Isabel, is forexfactory.com. Save that, click on calendar, and you will have this video so you can rewatch this video a whole bunch. Take forexfactory.com, save it in your browser. This gives you news updates. This lets me know that if I see red folders on today, which is 2 right here, it gives you the currencies that it's going to be literally on. Red folders means something like dramatic can happen. So therefore, you have to be very, very cautious. When unemployment claims come out, it'll show that the unemployment is higher than expected or lower than expected. And depending on the rates of the company actual claims, that makes the market go up or makes the market go down, depending on the forecast, you see? Like that. So that is that. You also have, what else we got on there? We got Chicago PMI, you got ESB. So we got the president of Lagarda speaks. Federal budget balance. So it's like tentative. So when you start seeing yellow folders, it's kind of like, just slow down, be patient. I always say, the day before Thanksgiving, like if you haven't like really truly made your profits from just kind of like yesterday, it's pointless to be really, really truly taking risks. But because we're day traders, there's no reason why not to take the risk. Understand your risk, understand the rewards, understand what you're trying to achieve, and just constantly go for it. Constantly go for it. Constantly go for it. We got like 20 more minutes in class. Yes, play it on repeat. Play it on repeat. Lauren, 3 o'clock or 3:30 today? What time is our meeting? I hold trades on liquid. It just depends on what position I'm in. I hold trades all the time on liquids. That's for sure. See that buying pressure coming in. I see that buying pressure coming in for her to drop. She needs to drop. And like I said, even from yesterday, the market really just stopped moving after this. It just started just slowly creeping up on NASDAQ, slowly creeping up on US 30, slowly staying in the same position, going up and down on gold. We saw this movement yesterday, and then from there, it just kind of like, just teeter-totter, and then gold went up. Gold went up. Gold is literally on that trend again. You see? He's on that trend again. Our zone is literally like right here for the slingshot. That's where your zone is at. So you want to see this gets past that trend, hit this area, and then do the same thing that this candle did. This is what you want to see, and you just want to see it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This 1 hour looks good. You want to see it here. You want to see it right there. Pull it down right there and respect it and start wicking up out of that zone right there. What is that zone? Is that 48, 45? Let me put it in here so we can get credit for it. 41, 48, 41, 45. Scalp buy. Look how it respects the trend. But I believe we get a push. I believe we get a nice little push down. You have 1 hour and 17 minutes for that to happen. You go over to your 1 hour. You have 16 minutes left for this candle to either close over here, open a new candle, and start heading back down. So you also have a BCR right here that you can see. Like this. Ding. Close, retest, drop. Like that. Remember I told y'all, get used to seeing this pattern right here. This is a pattern you want to get used to in the market. Look at how she's pulling. Look at how she's pulling. Look at how she's pulling. Look at how she's pulling from that trend. She's respecting that trend all day yesterday. She's respecting that trend all day yesterday. Eventually she's going to have to bust through, find more buyers, and then shoot back up back into that trend. And anytime I'm taking trend line rejections on the 1 hour, 30, the 40, the 15 minutes, anytime I'm doing that, these are all scalps. Only when I start getting into the 4 hour and I start seeing trend line rejections, I start seeing them on the daily, I start seeing trend line rejections on the day, that's when I start thinking about holding trades. Yo, I got a rejection on the trend on the daily. So if I take that, that means she's gonna run up for at least a day. So that means no matter what I see on the 4 hour, no matter what I see on the 1 hour, the daily candle has the actual priority. So it would literally give you exactly what you need. It'll easily give you exactly what you need. Look at her coming right back down. Look at her coming right back down. I want to see her push through. I want to see her push through. What we got over here? Oh yeah, so she closed on the 5 minutes under there. So you might see the break close retest from here, and then she like start rejecting from the backside of the trend back down here to come to our zone. But this is like the 5 minutes, so there's a lot of noise here. You see that noise? There's a lot of noise there. The 30, look at all of that noise it's just going through. It's going through all of this noise. Boom. Look at the 1 hour. Boom, she back on that trend again. Let's go. Let's go. Here she comes. She's trying to pass there. I was just going to say, she's trying to pass this area right here. And she just passed it. There she goes. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. I ain't playing game. Watch this. This is the 1 hour chart. She should push right into this little area right here. Here she comes. Boom. She tapped it. She tapped it. Oh, no, she missed it by a hair. She missed it by a hair. Get out of here. So imagine I had 41.48. Oh, she did hit 41.48. She hit 41.48. She hit 41.48. My zones is just like, it's just off. But I got 41.48. So you should be good. That's 41.48. Look. Let me remove this box. That's 41.48. Yeah, we counting that. 41.48 to 41.45. And you're already up literally 40 pips. That's a 40 pip scalp. That's a 40 pip scalp, 50 pip scalp right there, right there. Let me get all of that. 41.48 to 41.45. Look at that touch on that big red candle. Touch, and now she's gone. 60 pips to the head. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You don't want to take that aggressive again. You want to basically try to start taking the modest if you want to take it. Now she came and touched it again, but you don't want to take that aggressive again. You should have been and took that 50, 60 pips and called it a day. That's what a scalp buy is. Put some fire in the chat if you hit that. Put some fire in the chat if you hit that. That is a walkthrough trade projection right from here to here. Remember I told you this is what you will see. You go to that 5 minutes. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Right into the zone. Bankhead bounce. Bankhead bounce. Look at her. This is your 5 minutes. Watch this candle. Watch this candle. Fuego. Fuego. Y'all type in the chat how much money you done made this morning so Isabel can understand that once you understand the language, you can start participating and making money as we make money. Somebody said, can you go back to gold? I'm on gold right now. You should be in this trade right now. You should be in the trade right now. You are up literally 70 pips right now. You should be up like 70 pips right now. You're up 70 pips right now. My guy said I made 400. Isabel, somebody made 400 this morning. Understand that? Somebody made $400 off this little move right here. Putting a lot size right there, taking 40 pips. There's nothing wrong with making $400 at 7:48 in the morning or 4:48 in the morning or 5:48 in the morning, whatever time zone you in. Let's go. Let's go. Look at her pool. Watch her pool. Watch her pool. If she pulls up like this in the next like 10 minutes and closes back over here, she's going to fly to our sell zone. She can fly to our sell zone from here. Let's look at that 5 minutes again. Yeah, we got 40 seconds. I want to see that hammer right here, and I want to see the next candle open up and start attacking. And then if the following candle closes above this 5 minute hammer, she's going to start pushing back up. All the way up. All the way up. Good. Sniper, no sniping. Samantha made $80. Green. Somebody made, my boy Justin made $250. You see? Look at that pool. Let's go, baby. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. And just know that you're trading in between the zone. So you're just trying to get early money, put it into your capital, and use that money to go trade in open bail in US 30, NASDAQ, as they start basically trading news. Watch it. Look how it pulls down. Watch how it pulls down and watch how it's kind of like slingshot back over in there. This is the 5 minutes, so it kind of like moves kind of like hectically, but you'll see it. You'll see it. Watch it. Here it is. Watch her. She might even come down and give us another little entry again. Let's see. Where's the 5 minute going? Where's she going? But you are 40 pips in profits from the aggressive. Understand that. So now, when the aggressive is hit, Isabel, meaning the first entry, I gave a 41.48. That's the point that hit, and it started producing money. Basically went all the way up to 41.56. It went that high. So I go, yo, I actually didn't go to 41.56. It went to 41.55. So if it gave us 70 pips, now this is no longer valid, and the 41.45 is valid. You see? Like, that's how you do it. So you go from aggressive, and then if it would have just blown through it, you would have had the modest. But it didn't blow through it. It tapped your first entry and took off. So meaning you could have just pressed the buy button right here. And when I told everybody, listen, get used to seeing this symbol, and the market should come right here, hit this area, and fly up. Then people start saying, yo, Mr. H, how did you know that was going to happen right there? And I go, yo, look at the candles right here. It shows you that it will pull from here. There's two candles. In the last 8 hours, she came straight to 41.48 and then flew all the way back up to 41.68. So this could be a 200 pip pull-up. You see? It has 1 hour to do what this did. That's how I know. And I'm like, yo, if I in the last 8 hours, 41.48 to 41.68 is the price range. I remember on Tuesday, I started telling you how important 41.48, 41.44, 41.51, how important that price action was, and the market is refusing to break this range. So I give you a 41.48 again, and she taps, and now she's up 50 pips. And you got 8 minutes left in class. Yeah, you just got to learn the verbiage. And the only way you learn the verbiage is literally just coming in class and just going to like classes after classes, going and watching my recordings, playing them in your ear so you can just start understanding the lingo. That's it. That's it. Look at that pull up on a 4 hour. If that thing comes all the way back up here and closes over the daily high at 41.56, man, it's over. It's over. It's over. Where that 5 minute at? Look at the 5 minutes. I told you it's going to pull up. I told you that 5 minute candle will pull up. Look at that. It was down here. Look at where she at now. Look at where she at now. She's showing out. She pulled all the way up and came all the way right down. Go on and show out, girl, and pull on up there. Give everybody their money. Give everybody some more money. Give everybody some more money. Don't be like that. You got 6 minutes on the 30 minutes, 6 minutes on the 15. Bella, this is a hammer candle. What that means is sellers were producing a lot of volume. And so the sellers brought the market all the way down here. And then buyers at this particular price, if you go over here to the left, you see buyers started coming in right here and pushed the market all the way back up to 41.68. Same thing right here. So when you look at these little 3 points, right here, 1, boom, 2, boom, 3, boom. You see? 1, 2, here's your third, bang. Confirmation. Confirmation. It's a perfect scenario. Perfect scenario. Anybody got any questions before we go to the last 5 minutes of class? What if it doesn't close above? Then it's going to head back down, Dre. 9 out of 10 is going to head back down. If it like closes up under here, let me show you on the 4 hour. If this candle closes over here in the next hour, then she's gonna trigger back down, and then that's where you're gonna get this zone down here, because the next buying area is here. So news can make her do like this, boom. I think news is going to take her up. I think news is going to take her up from this little area right here. So if you in it, I would say, yo, ride that thing out. Ride that thing out. It went from a scalp to a day trade. Just like that. Put some 8s in the chat if you enjoyed this class. Put some 8s in the chat if you enjoyed this class. Like the class, subscribe to the class. Click the thumbs up. You got 43 individuals and then thumbs up the live, when everybody should be thumbsing up the live. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But Isabella, this is what it is. This is what it is. Now, when you get into like the other top packages, you're going to get cryptos, you're going to get stocks, you're going to get so much more. Like that's what, now you're just going to get the basis of the basic. And because you come from my social media, you get access to me. You see, look at that 41.55. Look at her pulling up, y'all. Look at her pulling up back into that area. Look at that 5 minutes. Remember that 5 minutes. Look at the 5 minutes now. You see that? Look at that 5 minutes now. Boom. Love to see it. Love to see it. Look at that push. Look at the push. Look at the push. You're up 80 pips right now. 80 pips early in the morning. 80 pips early in the morning. People say, how did you know it was going to go there? It had to go there because it didn't have enough buyers to keep going up. Tell me if it makes sense. Tell me if it makes sense. Tell me if it makes sense to you. Yep. It's flirting right now with your daily high, and you got to love it. You got to love it. Actually, 41.56 is not your daily high. That was an old sell zone I gave. 41.56 to 41.59. Right here. That played out. So let's see if it holds it. Let's see if it holds it. You got 2 minutes left. We got 3 minutes left in class. We'll watch this little 15-minute candle the last 2 minutes and see if she kind of like gives us that little. I like the hammer. Like this hammer candle is extremely important because the next candle is going to open up, push down a little bit just like that 5-minute candle did, and then start shooting up. Look. You see that? There's that hammer right there. Let me just clear that out so you can see it. This is the same candle that's on the 15 minutes. Same candle. Following candle. Drop down. Next candle. Pull it all the way back up. Like right here. And now she's starting to drop a little bit. But we're going to see the same thing on the 15. Watch it. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Made $26. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody made $8, $10, $12, $14. That means Starbucks is on Wick Talk. That means breakfast is on Wick Talk. Full tank of gas. You can get some gas on Wick Talk with $400. You know what I'm saying? Top your gas tank off. Y'all make sure y'all also get y'all screenshots. Make sure y'all also tag me on Instagram. Tag me on your Facebook. Tag me on whatever social media you got. TikTok. Does not matter. Put me in your story. Let people know what you got going on. Let people know that there's a valuable place where individuals can learn this skill and earn at the same time. The key is getting them to understand that they're not going to understand the language in the beginning. I don't care how much they say they know. They're going to get in our classes and they're going to feel lost because we give you direct education. And if you've never been educated in the foreign exchange market, it's like learning a new language. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, because if you ain't trying to learn Spanish around here, cuidado, mi hermano. Cuidado. Watch this. 15 seconds. Here's your hammer. 15 seconds. Watch this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She closes at 54. Next candle, she closes at 55. Next candle opens up, drops down. Look at the drop. Watch the drop. We should see wicks. There she goes. Here's your wicks. There she goes. Booyah. Booyah. She got wicks right up in here. Watch this. And I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go, y'all. Do-do-do. Right here, you should start seeing. There she goes. That's your wick right there. That's your wick action right there. 53, 55, 55, 56. And she's trying to bust through that 56 because 56 used to be my sell aggressive. That was my aggressive sale last week. You see that hit on Monday. Look at that pull up. There she goes. Go baby. Go baby. This should give us like to 60. This candle here should kind of like take us up to the 60 mark. Look at that. Look at that. Let's go. Dang. New 15-minute candle. I gotta go, y'all. I love you guys. Make the rest of your day the best of your day. Yeah, most people gotta work 2-3 hours to get to 26 bucks. That's for sure, bro. That's for sure. And it ain't coming 26 bucks because it got taxes on it. They working 2-3 hours for like $15. And they open their morning up with Starbucks and some food. So they already $15, $20 in the hole before they made money. Look at that bounce. That's a proper bounce on the 15. That's a proper bounce on the 15. That's a proper bounce on the 15. I love you guys. Make the rest of your day the best of your day. Deuces, beautiful people. Deuces.